Hey there! Today we'll have a look at this pen. The pen was sent to me by Fonto Plumo. Thank you kindly. Don't forget the discount code you get there if you order through the website, etc. It's a Lamy. It's a Lamy Safari. I've reviewed Safaris before, so I'm not going to spend a lot of detail on this. You can always look up my original Safari review. What I want to cover more so is this specific pen, because it is the exclusive color for 2016. Time flies when you're having fun. This is the dark lilac, and it's very dark, as you can see. It's an interesting color. So let's do a very quick rundown of the parts, and then I'll discuss this color in detail, because that's what this is all about. All right. Top of the cap there, the finial, that's supposed to tell you what pen type it is. I thought it was plus sign for the fountain pen, minus sign for the rollerball, and something else for the mechanical pencil. I always forget this. I'm sorry, but if you're a Lamy collector, you know exactly what it is. You have a black clip. You have the cap. Of course, this one's still stickered. You can take the sticker off. You have the barrel, again a dark purple. You have the little ink window right there that shows you how much ink is left, in this case nothing. Pen takes cartridges and converters. At the bottom here it just says Germany. Cap pops off, then you have the infamous Safari section, which you either love or hate. I find it fairly comfortable, but I know a lot of people who hate it, and in this case a nice black nib, in this case broad. It is interchangeable. Extra fine, fine, medium, broad are available. Of course also 1.1, 1.5 and 1.9 millimeter italics. Barrel screws off, in this case has a converter, but cartridges will fit. It is Lamy proprietary, so you have to get that. You cannot put international short in it. And that's pretty much all there's to it. It's a decently sized pen, as you can see here, and if you really want to, you can post it. It's nice and light because it's all, what's it called again, ABS, something of the material of very crack-proof plastic. And that's it. I mean, this is a Lamy Safari. Good chance you've ever held one. These are extremely ubiquitous. You can find them all over the world, is my experience, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So what do I like about Safari? I like that it's easy to get, because almost everywhere you can get it. Of course there are places where you can't, but in these, what do you call that? In this area, you walk into any office supply store and they will have a Lamy Safari thing on the counter. So it's that simple. I like a couple of things about this. I like the section, but it is not for everyone. It has these facets cut out, which just people either love or hate. I like that you can get them in a host of colors, and of course there's also the All-Star, the aluminum or aluminium version. That one is also available in a lot of colors, so if you have a favorite color, there's a good chance you'll be able to get a Safari in that color. So that's great. What about this purple? Well, it's nice because the previous special editions for the years have all been neon, a lot of greens, and this is a clear deviation from that, a dark, rich purple. I like that. What I did notice is that it feels plasticky. This is a different feel from what I have held recently in Safaris. I have a shiny black one, which feels very smooth. This has more texture to it. Can you hear it? It's a very specific feel. Of course, it's always difficult to convey that in a video if you can't hold it, but it is more grainy almost. Is that a bad thing? Not necessarily. It's just different. I like the color. I like that they have not gone for yet another shade of green. It's a very simple, nice dark purple, and I think this will appeal to both men and women. It's not a very girly pink or something. It's a nice color. It could also definitely be used in a professional setting because it is not, well, neon, so very neat. I think that's pretty much it. And apart from that, Safari, I mean, you love it or you don't. It's an affordable model, and I think that's really, really nice. There's also an ink that comes with this, a tie-in ink, which is a very nice dark purple. In the US available in bottles, in Europe only in cartridges. St. Nibius knows why, because it's a European brand, but apparently only the US deserves bottles. I don't know. That's all there's to it. Measurements of the pen will be on the website, as well as high-resolution pictures. I think you just need to see how it writes for the umpteenth time, because it is a nice broad, it is a nice black nib, also a lot of fun, and that's all there's to it. So, Frank, thanks for sending me this pen, I appreciate it. Let's see how it writes. Hope this was useful so far, and I'll gladly see you later. Bye bye. Okay, here we go with the Lamy Safari Dark Lilac. The nib is broad and the ink is just Pelican Blue. Royal Blue. The interesting thing about these nibs is that they are less smooth than the chrome colored nibs. And I think that is because they coat these nibs to make them black. And in a lot of different brands I found that that sacrifices smoothness. It looks cool. Flows well, but not as smooth as the broad I have in my black Safari, which is just a chrome colored one. Wetness. Well, no complaints about wetness. It's a very wet nib. Line variation, I think these nibs are pretty rigid. So a little bit of line variation, but it's really quite minimal. You can do reverse writing, scratchier, but you go from a broad to a medium. Well, not even a medium, I would say that's a decent fine. So it's an option. Okay. A kind thank you to Fonto Plumo. It's a very strange F. I appreciate you sending this pen over. Guys, I hope this was useful. And I'll gladly see you later. Bye bye.